Hey, how's it going, guys? Just want to make a little bit different kind of video today, I guess. Normally I do kind of tech tip sort of stuff. Today I just wanted to show you my little gambler build. This is becoming more and more popular, man. This stuff is really, really fun. And I encourage anybody that's thinking about doing it to just do it. I thought about doing it for years and years and years. And I picked up this car back in early 2020, I want to say. I put a little bit of time and effort into it, and honestly not a lot of money, and that's really what it's all about, is building this stuff as cheap as you can and going out and having $1 million worth of fun. And it, man, is it fun. But anyways, about my build here. So this is a 2002 Subaru Legacy GT, or used to be anyway. When I first got this car, it was, like I said, it was a GT, so it sat really, really low. Had the ground effects on it and everything. As you can see, I took all that off. That's just the rocker panel we were looking at there. And then how I lifted it, I just got some Outback struts, which I got for free, if I remember right. Yeah, got them for free. And then on top of that, here, I'll pop the hood here and show you kind of what we got going on. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Sorry. So what I did was I knocked the studs out of the strut, which enabled me to put longer bolts in it. And then I made spacers out of, it's called HDPE board. It's basically like cutting board material. It's just a real high density plastic. It's honestly totally safe for this kind of stuff. You know, I've seen people say, oh, you know, you shouldn't do that. You know, would I put it on my daily driver? You know, probably not. But for something like this, I mean, honestly, it's fine. While we got the hood open, you can see my Lowe's special Snorkel. So that's just the factory air box. All of it is factory up to this point here, and then I removed the air box and everything, and this is just a plumbing coupler, and then this is just PVC pipe that I painted black, and literally cut a square hole in the fender, because, you know, who cares. And just put some screws in the fender here and up the A-pillar to support it, and boom, got yourself a Snorkel. Works really well. I've been able to go through deep water with no issues without having to worry about, you know, sucking in any water or anything. We'll move to the front here. This is just a little bumper that I made out of some 2x4 and I think 1x3 box tubing. I mean, I literally just whipped this up in an afternoon. It's not much to look at, but very, very functional. And then it's got a 1/4-inch plate welded in from the bottom here. And then this is just I think a 3,500 pound ATV winch. I got through Summit Racing, and I got your little fair lead there. Then I got some lights up here, my custom kinked tubing there for my bar. Pretty sweet, huh? As you can see, mandatory ratchet strap to hold the battery in, and various sketchy wires. This thing has electrical issues, so when I let it sit, I have to unhook the battery, because, you know, Subaru. See here, we got the, we've named her the Subicon, because, I mean, honestly, this thing has been impressive. I mean, I've got a couple of Jeeps, and I do the rock crawling and trail riding and that kind of stuff. So, you know, I know what a vehicle can do, but honestly, for what this is, for this little piece of crap, man, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I paid $250 for this car, if you can believe that. And it runs and drives and everything, and you know, it's been a great little car for what I got in it. And then the wheels are just a stock set of I'm trying to remember what they came off of. Maybe I think off a TJ, like a Wrangler. And then I just put wheel adapters because the bolt pattern for the Subaru is a 5-on-100, and these are 5-on-4.5. So I just got some cheap wheel adapters off of eBay or something. I think it was maybe Amazon. And did that. And of course, just for laughs, we got the Bush Light center caps, so that's pretty cool. More lights up here on the hood. Can't never have too many lights, you know. Inside is pretty basic. I am running a CB. If you're going to be running Gambler, I highly recommend getting a CB. I also have a trail radio right here. I also use this with my Jeep as well, so I already had that. And then I've got a mount up there for my phone for GPS navigation for waypoints and that kind of stuff. If you're familiar with how that works, they basically hand you out a sheet with a bunch of GPS waypoints on it, and it's up to you to figure out how to get there. You know, you can take all paved roads, you can go all off-road, or combination of the two, however you want to do it. Obviously, the rougher the trail, the more fun it is. Honestly, I think if you're going to do it, you don't have to, but I really think you should probably get something all-wheel drive. Of course, I guess it depends on the area of the country that you're from and how rough the trails are going to be. I'm in Ohio. I did the Detroit Gambler last year, and I don't know, I guess probably for the most part you could probably get through most of that with two-wheel drive, especially like a little front-wheel drive car or something. You got your weight over your drive tires and stuff. It wouldn't be too bad. But like I did West Virginia. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that in a two-wheel drive. That one was pretty gnarly. We hit some pretty rough trails that I was sure glad that, you know, I had the all-wheel drive, so it was pretty cool. Moving on, pretty basic stuff. It's got a high lift jack, which again I had that with the, you know, like I said, doing the off-road stuff with the Jeep. But so we strapped that on there. Full-size spare. Ratchet straps, of course, because Gambler. Go over to the other side here. Shovel, and actually this has come in handy more than once. I got it thinking, I don't know, maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, but I think we've used it about 3 times now, and I've only done 2 Gamblers so far, so yeah, comes in pretty handy for less capable vehicles. You can, you know, it's always one of them things too where you can help other people out too. You may not always be digging yourself out, you may be helping somebody else or whatever, so it's always nice to have. Yeah, that's I mean, that's pretty much it. Of course, got the Gambler stickers on there, and ABG, always be gambling, and that's from West Virginia. Of course, certified shitbox, because, well, she's a shitbox. Oh yeah, and then this thing is straight piped. That is a 6-inch truck exhaust tip for like a diesel truck. We got Greta there. How dare you? Apparently that triggers some people. I don't know. I got into an argument on social media about that. I thought it was funny, but apparently not everybody has a sense of humor. These are mud tires on the back, same size and everything. It just, that's how they happen to be, and kind of works out. You got your steer tires in the front, they're a little smoother, and then you got these guys in the back. As far as gear goes, I mean, pretty basic stuff. It's not fully loaded down now because, you know, I use the tools and stuff for other things, but I don't know, sleeping bag and tent and all that stuff, some chairs, and there's a little crate with tools and extra fluids and crap like that. You definitely want to have some basic hand tools and a jack, stuff like that to, you know, help yourself out, I guess you'd say. You know, people are always very helpful and stuff, but you know, I always say don't be that guy. You know, don't be the guy that's going to rely on everybody else for everything. You know, kind of try to be self-sufficient to an extent. I even go as far as I've got a couple extra CV shafts, and there's a outer tie rod up there. I got a couple things that I keep with me just in case. You never know. So I actually broke the rear subframe in half up in Michigan, hundreds of miles away from home, up in the middle of nowhere. So you never know. You know, you take a crappy car like this and try to make it do stuff it wasn't designed to do, you're bound to have problems. So yeah, so that's my Gambler build. I think probably I might have $500 in this whole car. I mean, they call it the Gambler 500. The whole, you know, premise is 500 miles in a $500 car. And, you know, if you go over that, especially nowadays, man, it's so hard to find cheap cars. I got this thing right at the right time. You know, most of you know, vehicle prices are way up, gas prices are way up, everything's up. I mean, it's just what it is. But yeah, I would say with the purchase of the car and, you know, materials and stuff like that, some of the stuff I had laying around, so that's, you know, that's helpful, obviously. I probably got $500 in this whole thing, and man, it's worth it. Like I said, if you're thinking about doing it, just, like, if you can afford it, just do it. Get some friends together and go have a great time, man. It's a lot of fun.